How to fix GTA Roman 4 fatal error DD3D30 using command line, TXT and DXVK. Welcome back to Teknobalta. In this comprehensive deep dive, we address one of the most persistent and frustrating launch issues for Grand Theft Auto Roman 4 on modern systems, the fatal error DD3D30. This specific error code, deeply rooted in DirectX initialization failures, often prevents the game from even starting, leaving players with a dark screen and a critical crash dialog. It commonly arises from the game's antiquated engine, struggling to correctly interpret and allocate resources from contemporary high-performance hardware, particularly concerning video memory management. Our guide will provide a structured, professional approach, primarily leveraging the power of command line, TXT parameters, and the DXVK translation layer to ensure seamless gameplay. GTA Roman 4, originally designed for DirectX 9 on older operating systems, frequently encounters resource detection and allocation conflicts with modern GPUs and Windows versions. The DD3D30 error signifies that the game failed to properly initialize its Direct3D device, typically due to perceived VRAM limitations or incorrect hardware identification, even when ample resources are available. By meticulously configuring game launch parameters and introducing DXVK, which translates DirectX calls into the more efficient Vulkan API, we can bypass these compatibility hurdles. This guide is crafted to empower you with the technical solutions needed to permanently resolve this challenge, ensuring your return to the streets of Liberty City. Let's begin the comprehensive troubleshooting process to fix the GTA Roman 4 fatal error DD3D30, transforming a persistent crash into stable gameplay. Each step is critical for resolving underlying compatibility and resource allocation issues. Understanding the DD3D30 fatal error. This specific error code, DD3D30, fundamentally indicates a critical DirectX initialization failure, often stemming from incompatibilities between Grand Theft Auto Roman 4 older DirectX 9 engine and modern hardware or Windows versions. It frequently manifests when the game struggles to correctly detect or allocate sufficient video memory, VRAM, and other graphical resources, leading to a complete crash before gameplay. Locating your GTA Roman 4 installation directory. Begin by navigating to the core game installation folder, typically found within your Steam library at steam/steamaps/common/Grand Theft Auto Roman 4/GTAV. This precise location is crucial for implementing all subsequent file modifications and installations. Creating the command line, TXT file. Within the GTA Roman 4 root directory, create a new plain text document and name it command line, TXT. This file acts as a critical launch configuration script, allowing you to pass specific parameters to the game executable upon startup, overriding default settings. Implementing the norestrictions parameter, add norestrictions to your command line, TXT file on a new line. This parameter forces the game to ignore its built-in memory and graphics restrictions, which are often erroneously low on modern high-end systems, preventing the DD3D30 error by allowing full hardware utilization. Adding the nomemrestrict parameter, following the previous parameter, include nomemrestrict in the command line, TXT file. This specific command further alleviates memory limitations imposed by the game, ensuring that the game can properly access and utilize available system RAM and VRAM without artificial bottlenecks. Configuring availablevidmem for VRAM allocation. Insert availablevidmem into the file, replacing with a value like 4096, 8192, or 12288, matching your GPU's dedicated video memory. This parameter explicitly tells the game how much VRAM it has at its disposal, circumventing incorrect hardware detection. Setting percentvidmem for dynamic allocation. Add percentvidmem 100 to the command line. TXT to instruct the game to allocate 100% of the reported VRAM. This ensures that the game doesn't underutilize your graphics card's resources, directly addressing potential DD3D30 errors stemming from insufficient video memory allocation. Saving and verifying command line. TXT placement. After adding all parameters, save the command line TXT file and confirm it resides in the same directory as launch gtave, exe or gtave, exe. Incorrect placement will render the file ineffective, causing the game to launch with default, potentially problematic settings. Downloading the latest DXVK release. Navigate to the official DXVK GitHub releases page github.com/deutzugens/dxvk/releases and download the latest stable version of the DXVK archive, typically a tar, gz, or zip file. DXVK acts as a translation layer, converting DirectX 9/10/11 calls to Vulkan, significantly improving compatibility and performance on modern hardware. Extracting the DXVK archives. Unpack the downloaded DXVK archive using a tool like 7-zip or WinRAR. Inside, you will find several subfolders, notably x32 and x64, containing the respective DXVK DLL files for 32-bit and 64-bit applications. Installing DXVK into GTA Roman 4 directory. Copy the D3D9 DLL file from the x32 folder, as GTA Roman 4 is a 32-bit application of the extracted DXVK package directly into your GTA Roman 4 installation directory, alongside the gtave exe executable. This strategic placement ensures the game loads DXVK at launch, intercepting DirectX calls. Verifying DXVK activation. To confirm DXVK is correctly active, launch GTA Roman 4. A small, usually subtle, DXVK overlay or console output should briefly appear in the top left corner of your screen during game startup, indicating that the translation layer is engaged and functioning. Updating your graphics drivers. Ensure your graphics drivers are fully up to date by downloading the latest versions directly from NVIDIA, AMD, or Intel's official websites. Outdated or corrupted display drivers are a frequent cause of DirectX errors and game instability, including the DD3D30 issue. Verifying game file integrity via Steam. For Steam users, right-click Grand Theft Auto Roman 4 in your library, go to Properties, then Local Files, and select Verify Integrity of Game Files. This crucial step scans for and repairs any corrupted or missing game files, which can often resolve obscure errors and launch issues. Running GTA Roman 4 as an administrator. Navigate to gtave, exe or launch gtave. Exe, right-click it, and select Run as administrator. Granting administrative privileges can bypass various permission-related conflicts that might prevent the game or its associated components, including DirectX, from initializing correctly. Adjusting compatibility settings. Right-click gtave. Exe, go to Properties, then the Compatibility tab. Experiment with Run this program in compatibility mode by selecting older Windows versions like Windows 7 or Vista, and disable full-screen optimizations. These settings can help mitigate modern OS conflicts with legacy game engines. Cleaning DirectX shader cache. Utilize the disk cleanup utility in Windows to clear your DirectX shader cache. Accumulated or corrupted shader caches can sometimes lead to rendering issues and fatal DirectX errors, so a refresh can be beneficial for stability. Reinstalling the DirectX Enduser Runtime. Download and run the DirectX Enduser Runtime web installer from Microsoft's official website. Even on modern systems, older games often rely on specific legacy DirectX components that might be missing or corrupted, and a fresh installation can resolve these dependencies. By systematically applying these deep dive solutions, particularly the strategic use of command line, TXT parameters, and the DXVK translation layer, you will effectively bypass the fatal error DD3D30 and achieve a stable Grand Theft Auto Roman 4 experience on your modern system. These technical adjustments empower the game to properly utilize your hardware resources, transcending its original design limitations. Enjoy your journey back to Liberty City, unhindered by compatibility issues. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more in-depth technical guides and solutions.